numbers like that in a similar kind of a capacity, then again, that's going to be a big win condition for the Huns. So, obviously easy to say, yeah, let's just look at the AWPers, but that is very much where this matchup, I think, starts. But then beyond that, we have to look towards the rest of the rifling core for both of these two teams. And I think Zeralt, obviously, he's been a real standout for this Huns roster and previous teams that we've seen him play in that Mongolian region for a little while. So he's going to have my eyes on him. And, the other player that I'm keeping really an eye on, obviously, at all times is obviously Starry, coming back into this Lin Vision roster. Didn't really have a great game yesterday, to be quite honest with you. Not the numbers that we necessarily need to see from him. So he, I think, is probably going to have to be another key person for us to keep an eye on tonight.
Yeah, I think you mentioned a lot of names. As far as 9 goes, most of that big performance actually came in the third map where he went plus 23 and they only barely won 13-11. So I think if it wasn't for his heroics, that probably would have been a Lin Vision dub over on Anubis, which is what you'd be expecting. I mean, getting Dust 2 and Anubis in a veto as Lin Vision, you're going to be very happy with that. And they did actually end up winning Inferno against Huns. So, yeah, I think at the end of the day, could be a very close series again, but if Lin Vision actually steps up today and plays a little bit better, I think that this should usually be a comfortable series for them. In fact, if I was to go back a couple of months, I probably would have told you a series between Lin Vision and Huns would probably go 2-0 in the favor of Lin Vision. Huns seems to be hitting a bit of a good patch of form right now, and like I said in the cast yesterday, they need to take advantage of that. They are actually, for the first time in quite a long time, all of these players are in very, very good form. The new additions to their roster have been performing quite well. Zeralt and Vessel have both been doing very, very well. Vessel had a big map or two. In fact, everyone's had their moments so far in this tournament for Huns. So I think they need to take advantage of the form that they're in, because they have gone from being a team that wasn't even really competitive enough to make it into the late stages of a bracket or a closed qualifier like this one, to showing the potential to be able to win the whole qualifier. So they need to take advantage of this while they can, or they might return to kind of the mean of their form and then not really be a particularly competitive team. And as for Lin Vision, I think they need to lift their form as well, to be honest.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that there's a not unbeatable team already in that grand final in Atox. Obviously, we saw how close they were able to take it to them yesterday. There was definitely a world where Huns potentially could have even won that series 2-0 over Atox. I think there was a couple of lucky moments for Atox on Nuke.
On Nuke, legit, it should have been done. But I think, if my memory serves correctly, because yesterday is a bit of a haze at this point, they won like a 2-on-4. There was like 2 or 3 clutch rounds for Atox that they won that really got them across the line. That really should have been Huns winning Nuke, and then